gon' talk about some things tonight. Got a tea in a glass with ice. We got voices, we got views tonight. We got voices, we got views tonight. We gon' talk about some things tonight. Got a tea in a glass with ice. We got voices, we got views tonight. We got voices, we got views tonight. Come to the light.
Hello, welcome back.
That's how we started off in the video, doing the little handshake. Welcome back. Welcome back to episode, is it 42?
Yep.
I'm right. Episode 42, and we wouldn't be here without you. Okay, we did that.
Yep. If you're watching live, thank you for spending part of your day with us.
Yes.
And if you're catching the replay later, we appreciate you just as much.
And this is Voices and Views, where we slow conversation down long enough to actually think them through.
Every episode, we pick one topic that affects real life, real habits, real relationships.
And instead of jumping straight to the conclusions, we'll just sit on it.
Yep, we'll talk through it.
And sometimes we'll agree.
Sometimes we don't.
Sometimes we'll agree, sometimes we won't. But it's always honest.
Yep. And before we get into today's topic, how are you feeling today?
I'm good, but I feel mentally busy.
That's
Yes.
actually a perfect way to describe what we're talking about today.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, because today's question sounds simple, but it hits deeper the longer you sit with it.
Are we on our phones too much? Hmm.
And before anyone tightens up, this is not a phone bashing episode.
Because phones are useful.
Phones help us work, communicate, stay informed, stay safe.
And a lot of people literally rely on their phones for their income.
Yeah, so this isn't about
Yeah.
pretending like we can live without them.
It's about how they're quietly become the default answer to everything.
Bored, phone.
Waiting, phone.
Stressed, phone.
Awkward silence, phone.
And that shift happened so gradually that most of us didn't even notice it.
It just became normal though.
Yeah, so let's start with something really basic.
This morning,
Did your phone wake you up? Or did
mm,
you wake up and reach for your phone before your eyes were even fully open?
not judging here.
Just noticing.
Because I think a lot of people already know the answer.
Yeah, I'll go first so nobody feels put on the spot.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I checked my phone before I got out of bed.
You did. And that feels completely normal now.
Yep, that's the interesting part,
Not that it happened.
but that it doesn't feel strange,
And when something doesn't feel strange, we stop questioning it
which is why this conversation matters.
because the data shows this isn't just a feeling.
It's a pattern across almost everybody.
Most recent reports show Americans spend somewhere between 4.5 to over 5 hours a day on their phone.
That's not total screen time.
That's just the phone.
And when you hear that, it might sound wild at first.
Until you think about what the 5 hours actually means.
That's a huge chunk of your waking day.
And you know what? It's not just about time.
It's about the frequency.
Some studies show people check their phones anywhere from about 140 times a day to nearly 200 times a day.
One widely cited report puts it at 186 times per day,
That means every few minutes, all day long.
which explains why people say things like, I don't even know why I picked it up.
Your hand moves before your brain moves.
Yeah, and that's not even intentional use anymore.
That's just habit.
And habits shape how we live our lives
Mm. They shape how present we are,
and how rested we feel.
how connected we feel to other people.
So, this episode isn't about taking the phones away.
It's about taking a closer look at how much space they're taking up,
And whether that space feels good.
or if it feels heavy.
Before we move forward, we're going to do our quick community moment.
Yes, this is where we share announcements and we roll our commercial.
Yep, so stay with us because when we come back, we're going to make this personal and start connecting the data to everyday life.
So let's just run our ad.
Yeah, so we don't have any community events to announce. We're going to roll the commercial though.
And remember, you guys need to send us your community event announcements to announce.
Mm-hmm.
We don't all the time go searching for them. You guys need to give us a heads up and let us know, and then maybe we'll look for them, or you can just send them to us.
Yep. All right.
We gon' talk about some things tonight. Got a tea in a glass with ice. We got voices, we got views tonight. We got voices, we got views tonight. We gon' talk about some things tonight. Got a tea in a glass with ice. We got voices, we got views tonight. We got voices, we got views tonight. Come to the light, come to the light.
You know, we have some other products we're going to be adding there as well. I
Mhm.
can't wait for us to get our t-shirts and hoodies and whatever else we decide that we're going to put our brand on. I just can't wait. And we also have some sponsorship deals, you guys, coming
Mhm.
up. So that'll be coming up soon. Once I get all the paperwork and we get everything ready, we'll be putting that out there so you guys can, find out where you can fit in and where you can help your girls out here.
Yep.
Yes, yes, yes.
All
Mm.
right. And now that we've set the stage, I want to talk about what this actually looks like in real life.
Yes, not in theory, in practice.
Because when people hear 4.5 or 5 hours a day, they picture teenagers or influencers or somebody else.
And they rarely picture themselves.
So let's walk through a normal day.
A regular day, nothing special.
You wake up,
And for a lot of people, the phone is the first thing they touch.
not even because something happened, just because it's there.
Then sets the tone immediately.
Before your feet even hit the floor, your brain is already processing notifications, headlines, messages,
Oh
opinions.
boy. Which means your nervous system, you know what? It never gets a quiet start.
And then you move into your day.
Waiting in line, red lights, elevators,
Those little in between moments used to be empty.
and now they are filled with your phone instantly.
There are stats showing that about 75% of adults admit that they check their phone during meals with other people.
And that's most people.
Yeah, which explains why a lot of meals feel quiet but not connected.
And it's not comfortable quiet.
Yeah, it's a distracted quiet.
And what's interesting is most people don't think they're the problem,
Yep, everyone thinks it's somebody else at the table.
but almost everyone is doing it.
Yep. Another thing that stood out to me in the research is how early and how late the phone shows up.
Yeah.
Around 2/3 of people check their phone within 10 minutes of waking up,
And about the same number check a night before going to sleep.
which means the phone is the first and the last thing your brain interacts with on most days.
And that matters more than people think.
because sleep quality drops when your brain is overstimulated right before bed.
And poor sleep makes everything harder the next day.
Yep, your mood, patience, focus,
Then what happens?
you feel off.
So you reach for the phone again.
To distract, to cope, to numb,
And that's how the loop forms.
not because people are weak.
Because the system is constant.
I want to pause here and make this personal for the people watching.
Uh-oh. Even if nobody says anything in the chat,
If you're listening right now, think about the last time you picked up your phone without having a clear reason.
not because someone called,
Not because you needed information.
just because your hand moved,
That moment is important.
because that's not choice.
That's conditioning.
And the research supports that too.
Some reports show that people check their phones anywhere from 140 to nearly 200 times a day.
Wow. And one study landed at 186 times a day.
Yeah, so that means that your attention is being interrupted every few minutes while you're awake.
No human brain is built for that.
No. And when attention gets fragmented, everything feels harder.
And conversations, they feel shorter.
Yeah, and movies feel boring
Silence feel uncomfortable.
because your brain is used to constant input.
This is also where comparison creeps in.
Yeah, huge.
You're not just checking messages.
You're absorbing other people's lives
Yeah. Wins, bodies, vacations, opinions,
all day long.
even when you know it's curated, the body still it reacts to it.
That's why people report feeling anxious or irritated after they scroll, even when nothing
Mhm.
bad happened.
And this shows up across age groups too.
Yeah, so that's why the CDC reported that over half of teens had 4 or more hours of daily screen time.
And about 1 in 4 of those teens reported anxiety or depression symptoms.
Adults feel it too:
They just use different language.
burnout, overwhelm, feeling behind,
But you know what? The pattern is the same.
too much input, not enough rest.
And this is why this topic feels heavier now than it did even a few years ago.
Because the phone used to be something you checked.
Now it's something you live inside.
Which brings us to the next part of the conversation.
What happens when people start realizing this and decide they want something different?
Not extreme,
Not unrealistic.
just better. So, this is usually the point where people start thinking, okay, yeah, this might actually be too much.
Because it stops being abstract and it starts feeling personal.
Exactly. So, even though we can't check our own screen time right now because we're literally using our phones to go live, I still want
Good.
everyone listening mentally to walk through this.
Yeah, you don't need to post anything or to say anything
Just do it honestly for yourself.
because this part lands whether you talk or not.
At some point today or later tonight, go into your settings and look at your daily average screen time.
Not today only, your average.
Most people see the number and immediately explain it away.
Work, family, business, and just life.
That's all valid.
But the number still represents hours of your attention.
Yep. Oh, we have a comment from
Okay.
Charlie Lewis Jr. says, "Good family." Hello.
Mhm.
Hi, Charlie.
Hi, Charlie.
Thank you for tuning in. We're
Yes.
just
Hi,
chatting about
Charlie.
whether or not we are on our phones too much and what to do about that.
Yes.
All right, so back to it. Most
Mhm.
reports do say that the average American spends between 4.5 to over 5 hours a day on their phone.
So if yours is higher than that, you're not an outler.
Outlier.
Yeah, that. Look that.
Yeah, you're normal in this environment
And that's the part people don't like.
because normal doesn't always feel good.
Normal can be overwhelming.
Now, look at what you're actually spending that time on.
Not calls,
Not emergencies.
usually scrolling.
Yeah, which means your brain is processing a constant stream of information with no real off switch.
And that mental load will add up.
Yep, and this is where mental health really enters the conversation.
Because it's not just time, it's what that time does to you.
The CDC reported that during recent years, over half of teens ages 12 to 17 had 4 or more hours of daily screen time,
And among those teens, about 1 in 4 reported symptoms of anxiety.
and about 1 in 4 reported symptoms of depression.
That's not coincidence.
And Pew Research found that nearly half of teens say they are online almost constantly.
Almost constantly means there's no real break.
Another Pew study showed that 45% of teens say they personally feel that they spend too much time on social media,
Yeah, they know
which tells you this isn't ignorance.
it's difficulty disengaging.
Yep, and adults experience the same thing, just
Mhm.
differently.
Adults usually don't say anxiety,
They say stress,
burnout,
feeling behind,
always tired,
and a lot of that ties back to sleep.
because phones show up at the worst times.
Yep, and research shows around 2/3 of people check their phone within 10 minutes of waking up,
And around the same number, check it right before falling asleep.
which means your brain rarely gets a clean start or a clean shutdown.
And when sleep quality drops, everything feels harder.
Focus drops,
Patience drops.
emotional regulation
And when
drops.
people wonder why they feel off for no reason,
There's also the anxiety of separation.
yeah.
Around 60% of people report feeling anxious when they're without their phone.
Mm. Guilty. That's just not convenience.
That's emotional attachment
And this is where the generational conversation matters.
because this didn't always exist.
Older generations had natural boundaries.
You left the house and nobody could reach you instantly.
You went to sleep, and that was it.
And now there's this expectation of constant availability.
Texts, DMs, notifications.
And that creates pressure even when nothing urgent is happening.
For younger generations, though, this is all they've known.
So it doesn't feel optional,
It feels required.
which makes setting boundaries feel extreme instead of healthy.
Yeah. That's where a lot of tension comes from, also.
Older generations say just put it down.
Yeah. Easier said than done. Younger ones said, it's not that simple.
And honestly, they're both right.
Because this isn't just a device anymore.
It's work,
Social life,
it's identity,
validation,
and comparison.
Heavy comparison.
Yep. And Charlie Lewis Jr. says mental illness is real.
Very real. Yes.
Mm-hmm. And seeing people's highlight reels all day changes
Mhm.
how you see your own life.
Even when you know it's curated,
Your body still reacts.
which is why people feel disconnected while being constantly connected.
That's the paradox.
And that's what sets up the next part of the conversation.
What happens when people decide they want to push back a little?
Not quite technology.
Yeah, but they want to take some control back.
That's where we're going next.
Yep. So once people start noticing all of this, the next
Mhm.
question is always the same. Okay, so what do we actually do?
Because just knowing something feels off doesn't fix it.
And most people don't want extreme answers.
They're not trying to throw their phone away.
They just want their brain to breathe again.
Yes. Wait a minute. That's where the pushback comes in.
Yeah. Rob Boyer says, hello, ladies.
Hi, friend.
Yeah, and that is where the pushback comes in because over the last couple of years, a lot of people have been quietly starting to change how they interact with their phones.
Not quitting tech, rebalancing it.
Surveys from 2025 into 2026 show that about half of adults say they're actively trying to reduce their screen time.
Not eliminate, though, just reduce.
And what's interesting is how they're actually doing it.
It's not all apps and timers, though.
A lot of it is physical.
Yeah, tangible.
Books, journals, paper planners.
Board games.
Vinyl records are still climbing in sales.
Film cameras are back too,
Yeah, even younger people are driving that.
which surprises a lot of folks
But when you think about it, it makes sense.
because physical things slow you down.
They only do one thing at a time.
No notifications.
No infinite scroll.
And that feels good to a lot of people right now.
There's also been a lot more interest in flip phones and so-called dumb phones.
I didn't vote on that. I I would absolutely fall apart, throw myself on the floor, have a tantrum, and someone made me go back to a flip phone. So yes, I'm hooked. Maybe I need this therapy, but not as a joke.
As a boundary.
Search data shows big spikes in interest over the last couple of years,
And Gen Z is a big driver of that.
which tells you this just isn't nostalgia.
It's exhaustion.
Some people even describe dumb phones as a status symbol now.
Which sounds strange until you really think about it.
It signals control over your attention.
It says, I decide when I'm reachable.
And a lot of people feel like they lost control of that.
Yeah, and there's also a rise in phone-free spaces.
That part matters.
Yeah, phone-free dinners, book clubs, running clubs,
Board game cafes.
places where the expectation is presence.
Because doing this alone in bed is hard. I am not going there.
When everyone around
Stop
you
laughing.
is scrolling, it's easy to slide back into it.
That's why community matters.
Another big shift is how experts are talking about this now.
Yeah.
Instead of strict time limits, the focus has moved toward how and why the phone's being used.
Quality over quantity.
Are you scrolling to avoid,
Mhm.
or are you intentionally using it?
Are you connecting or are you consuming?
And that applies to adults just as much as kids.
Maybe even more.
A lot of adults don't realize how often they use their phone to regulate their emotions,
To calm down,
to distract.
to avoid silence.
And again, that's human.
The issue is when it becomes the only tool
That's why small boundaries work better than big rules.
because they're sustainable.
Yep, like no phone at the table, but actual conversation.
Hmm. No phone before bed, but maybe reading a physical book.
Yeah, and no phone first thing in the morning, but stretching or journaling.
Just, maybe small steps at a time.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be all or nothing.
And that's how habits actually change.
Yeah, I want to ground this with a question people can ask themselves.
Go ahead.
What moment of your day feels worse after you scroll?
Hmm. Morning, bedtime, meals.
That's usually the place to start.
Not everywhere, just there.
Yep. And Charlie Lewis Jr. says, we must detoxify our circle weekly.
Yes. Mm.
Mm-hmm. Like the Cosby Show.
Okay.
Yeah, because most people don't need less technology everywhere.
No, they need less of it in the moments that matter the most.
And that's what this pushback is really about.
It's not rejecting the modern world,
It's about reclaiming pieces of it for yourself.
which brings us to the last part of this conversation. Why all of this means long term. Oops.
And how to think about phones without turning this into guilt or extremes.
Okay, keep going.
That's where we'll land.
Okay.
So, when we zoom out and look at
Mhm.
all of this together, I think the hardest part of this conversation is realizing that phones aren't really the problem.
Wow. Yeah. They're just the most visible piece.
Yeah. Vince Brooks says, morning feels worse when it comes to scrolling.
Yeah, I agree. It's kind of sometimes feel heavy.
Mm-hmm.
I can say that as far as me when I get up, I do have that habit of reaching for my phone first. I don't know if I just out of habit of wanting to see what time it is, or most of the time it's just see what time it is and then decide if I feel like I'm ready to go up. But then
Mm-hmm.
and when I start scrolling too early, it just feel like, oh, not yet. So I get you on that, Vince. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, thank you for joining in the conversation
Mm-hmm.
and giving your input. We do appreciate everyone's
Yeah.
feedback, and you can
Yes.
interact, and we'll pull your comments up as
Yes.
we see them.
Yes, we will. We like when people talk back to us and we're not holding the conversation all by ourselves and you guys just put your opinion in there, your view,
Mm-hmm.
because that's why it's voices and view. Use your voice to express your views.
Mm-hmm.
We're all doing that here. So thank you. And we really love when we see people who's repeatedly in here over and over to support us.
Right,
So we'll finish this and then we'll just hang in and talk a little bit more because we want to keep telling you about what we have coming up.
right. Vince says, you're more than welcome.
Okay. Thank you, Vince. Thank you. Last day at school, too, tomorrow, Vince.
Mm-hmm. Last day of business school.
Yes. And speaking of phones and business, you know, a lot of times where technology is now, you have to use your phone a
Mm-hmm.
lot of times with your business to do business thing
Mm-hmm.
transactions. So it's just more convenient.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is made so convenient now. And if you do any type of social media, you're using your phone all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's just really no way around that. If you're not using your phone quite a bit, then you're losing out. So you should have a high screen count if you are a social media creator or something.
Yeah.
In that sense, I
I think I
wanna.
do have an extra phone
I've
here.
never
Maybe I can
checked mine.
check
Maybe you can check yours and you can
really
show
quick.
everybody. And you know what? I do have my extra phone here too. And usually all our phones are tied up because we'll stream everywhere. But we have such a great app here. Shout out to StreamYard. We got such a
Mm-hmm.
great app here, and they do all that for us. We just sit here and talk to you guys, and they put it out any and everywhere in case we forget. We just tell them where we want them to send it to, and that's it. So it helps a lot. So I didn't plug up anywhere else that way. So I will be checking my screen time later on this phone that I'm on because this is the one I use most of the time.
Daily average 12 hours, 57 minutes.
12 hours a day is absolutely too much. And your daily average is 12 hours. Okay, there's only 24.
You guys see
You
that?
guys see her when she tell you, how did you get there again? You want to tell them how to pull that up on their
Yeah,
phone?
on iPhone anyway, you go to your settings
Okay.
and then you scroll down and
Mm,
there'll be a little hourglass and it'll say screen time. You
okay.
tap on that and it'll tell you your daily average.
Wow, that's almost 13 because 57
Yeah, 12
minutes.
hours, 57
So you might as
minutes.
well round it up and say 13 hours.
Yeah, it's about
That's
13
a lot.
hours.
It's only what, 24 hours in a day. So maybe that's what they're talking about. So you have to deduct how much time you usually sleep from that,
Mm-hmm.
and then that's what you have left. Not very much. Oh, I'm gonna have to check
Yeah.
mine later. It's probably gonna shock me on this phone too. Because sometimes it's just on so much it gets hot.
Yep. And Vince says, I have a POS on my phone for contactless payments.
Mm-hmm. Contactless payments. Hey, I got to find out about that. I
Mm-hmm.
need to put a POS on my phone. I was looking at that the other day. So phones are used like this topic here. I guess is we're reaching out more to don't abuse yourself. Have a good reason for you using your phone a lot like that.
Mm-hmm.
Not just idle time all the time. Don't forget the old ways of doing things.
Right.
Don't forget to crawl into bed and read you a good book. You don't have to all the time have your phone here. You don't have to listen to a book on your phone either. Do it the old fashioned way. I'm sure everybody should have a book at home somewhere.
Yeah, and we have free
If you don't,
libraries.
we have a great library here,
Mm-hmm.
Freeport Public Library. All you have to do is take a trip downtown. It's beautiful, it's always clean, and there's a huge selection in there. And go in there and pick out what you want, and just remember to return everything. Don't do like I do. Make sure you return everything on time. They're great staff down there,
Yeah,
so
they are great and helpful
yeah, I
and
like
nice.
going. That's one of my favorite places.
It
People don't
is.
realize
Mine too.
to hang out. People say, "What's your favorite place?" And I said, "Our library." And they go, "The library." Hmm.
Yeah. I mean,
They
I got
just
hit
don't
on the last
know.
time I went though.
Look, and especially when I used to do daycare. Oh man, I would think of any excuse to be down at that library
Mm-hmm.
because I used to go pick up books for the kids all the time. But I'd be down there playing, reading their books, having a good time, and oh yeah, and so much nice materials down there that you
Mm-hmm.
can get. We just want to shout out our public library
Yeah,
here
we have a great
and let
library.
them know that we have. I don't know how your library is where you are, but we have a great one here. And if you haven't went down there and took a visit before, go down there and just tell them Voices and Views podcast. They get down there and check out the place and check something out. And it's nice down there. I go down there every year now when they have
Mhm.
the Halloween contest where they decorate the pumpkins and they have them
Mhm.
line up. And matter of fact, I have it on my phone. I always record it on my phone, and I post it to my always post it to some of my apps because they like seeing the different pumpkins decorated when they have the contest. So there you
Oh,
go,
okay.
Freeport Library. We love you.
Right? They just got a free plug.
Yeah, they got a free plug. How about? And they didn't even ask for it. Didn't even know it was coming. So somebody let them know that Voices and Views with Zan and Ches plugged in real good. Say we love them, and tell people to get down there and get you
Mhm.
some books. This is really a good time to snuggle up in bed and read a good book
It
too.
is.
When it's cold like this,
Mhm.
great time.
Rob Boyer said, "Wow." I guess that was at the screen time.
Yeah, you see all that screen time, Rob. I don't know when she go to bed. I have to calculate because some of that have to be eating time. You have to deduct some of that for eating, some of that for sleeping. Are you a vampire? Well, vampires even sleep. You
I'm
gotta
a
have some. Would
night
you get a?
owl and a morning
You
person.
probably only sleep like 4 hours, the average. Well, I don't sleep long either. I don't. I'm up when the whole city is asleep. I can be a pro for the city, just stroll around and make sure everything's going good. Make sure everybody's still in home in the house if they're not going to work. Get in the house.
Vince says, Zandra, let's set up your POS tomorrow.
Yes. Tomorrow I'm excited. For anybody don't know, we have been attending the Think Big Business Institute in Rockford,
Mm-hmm.
me, Chels, and Vince. And
Mm-hmm.
this is tomorrow will be our fourth time, our fourth week, and
Mm-hmm.
we'll be done.
Yep.
And then we're going to graduate in March.
Yep.
We all are excited about our business, and we just try to find places to go to learn as much as we can. And this place has been awesome.
Yeah, it
We met
has
so many great
really good people.
entrepreneurs. Yes, so many connections. So, what we need to do before we leave there to get as many business cards as we can, and then we can start calling them to be on the show.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
sure the president, or what was her name?
Who's that?
Not the president, the doctor. She was like the owner and the founder.
Oh, the one that
I'm
came out
sure
and
she would do
spoke.
one.
That
Yeah.
would be great because I've already, put in a request. The guy that does the classes, he
Mm-hmm.
already agreed that at the classes that he'll come on with someone else too.
Oh, okay.
That'll be good. And we need to get the new police chief on here.
Okay.
Yep, she just took office. I should have reached out to her today, but my ride came so fast. But we need to bring her on here. Rob, if you're still on, maybe you can help us with that. Reaching out to the police chief there and tell her Voices and Views would like an interview, would like to interview her and to introduce her too, more
Mm-hmm.
importantly, to our audience. So
Right.
here, because
A
we
lot of people
are,
don't know. They know the old police
yeah,
chief left,
but
but I
they
don't
don't
think they
know.
know we have
They
a new
don't.
one.
They
Mm-mm.
not have a
I don't
clue, and
know.
they probably haven't met or heard
Yeah.
anything about it. So this will be a good chance. She seemed like a very nice lady, and this will be a good chance, for her to introduce herself to the town. So
Yeah.
we had to get that set up. So right now we have February open up. So I'm gonna be looking to get February filled up.
Yep. And Vince says the library has a lot of John C. Maxwell books, and
Hmm.
unfortunately, they don't have any quantum psychology, quantum physics, quantum
Because nobody's
mechanics.
into that but you, Vince. That's why they don't have none of that stuff. They say we're gonna keep just these books here for Vince. That's it. That's why, Vince. That's why you're not finding them.
Rob Boyer says absolutely wonderful library.
Yes, we love it. We love it. People, it's such a great experience there. And and Rob, if you can, reach out for us.
Rob said, LOL, he was laughing with us.
Yeah, reach out for us and the new police chief. We would love to have her on here to introduce her to the community. This is a community podcast, and we're all about our community here.
Yep. Janice says star emojis.
Yeah, there go Janice. I was wondering where she was, probably working hard. It's another one of our hard working ladies here. She's a nurse, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have a certain spot in my heart for nurses, I tell you. They do, most of them do a lot more than the doctors.
Yep.
Yeah.
Charlie says, y'all are a true trip.
We know.
Y'all are a true trip. I needed this today.
Good, Charlie. We be so happy when we see you pop in here to talk to us, Charlie. So you make our day too.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we
You know,
definitely
we give it
appreciate
to people, but we get a lot of energy back from you guys, and we
Mhm.
like to keep that good energy going. You know, for you guys to let us know what's going on with you.
Mhm.
So, we got anybody else? Or we gonna finish up this?
Yeah, we'll finish up really quick. Just
Who we
Charlie
got?
says, my sister Jackie said hello.
Oh, tell her hello. Yes. Hello, Jackie.
Vince Brooks was laughing. And
Mhm.
Rob said, I will.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Okay,
Yes.
back into the last half
Back
here.
into the last for talking about your phone. What you probably have, if you have it in your hand or near around, just pick it up right now.
Check your screen time.
Yeah,
too,
check your
you
screen
guys.
time. Maybe you can
I'm
tell
not the
us.
only one in 12 hours, I'm sure.
Probably so. Probably so. But check your screen time, and if you check it while we're still on, maybe you are brave enough to share it with us. Maybe you'll find out something about your phone that
Yeah.
you didn't know.
Yeah,
And it'll make you put it down.
right. So the real issue is actually attention.
Where me at? The real issue is attention and how little bit of it we feel we have left.
Right, because most people aren't asking themselves, do I like my phone?
No, they're asking, why do I feel so scattered all the time?
Why do I feel mentally tired even when I haven't done much?
And why do I feel behind before the day even starts?
And when you connect that feeling back to the data, it starts to make sense.
And this is where it's going to get you, Chels. They mentioned 5 hours a day on the phone. What did you say yours were?
Okay, almost 13.
Okay, I just forgot.
Yeah, 5 hours a day and hundreds of interruptions.
And constant comparison.
There's so little quiet.
Oh boy. And you know what? That combination, it changes how your brain operates.
And this is where people usually slide into guilt.
Yeah.
They start thinking, I should be better at this.
I should have more discipline.
I should just put it down.
But that framing, it doesn't help.
Because it isn't a personal failure.
It's a systems issue.
We're living inside tools that are designed to keep our attention.
So struggling with that doesn't make you weak at all.
It makes you a human.
And I think that's an important reframe.
This conversation isn't about shame.
It's about awareness.
Noticing when the phone is actually helping you.
And when it's just filling up space.
There's nothing wrong with using your phone.
The issue is using it automatically.
Without checking in with yourself.
And that's where small awareness moments matter.
Asking yourself simple questions.
Like, why am I picking up this right now?
What am I actually looking for?
Distraction, connection, comfort.
Because once you can name the reason, then you have options.
And options, they create choice.
And that's the difference between habit and intention.
And most people don't need to overhaul their life. They have plenty.
They just need a few moments of the day to feel different.
Moments where the phone isn't the default.
And that's why the small boundaries work.
They don't fight the whole lifestyle.
They just protect specific parts of it.
Meals,
Sleep,
mornings,
conversations.
those moments shape how connected you feel to your life.
And when those moments improve, everything feels lighter
And you don't feel as pulled
or is rushed.
or as scattered.
I also think it's important to say this out loud.
Okay, go ahead.
Most people watching this aren't interacting in the chat.
And that's okay.
A lot of people listen quietly.
They nod,
They think.
they recognize themselves.
So if this conversation feels like it's landing for you, even silently, that counts.
And you're not alone in this.
Almost everyone is negotiating their relationship with their phone right now.
And some just haven't named it yet.
Which brings us to the core takeaway.
Yeah.
The question isn't really, are we on our phones too much?
It's more personal than that.
It's, where is my attention going?
And does that feel aligned with how I want to live?
That's a question you can revisit again and again.
Because the answer will change.
Different seasons,
And different needs.
different boundaries.
And that's okay.
There's no finish line here.
And just awareness and adjustment.
So, so as we move forward towards wrapping this up, sit with this
Not as pressure.
as curiosity.
What's one moment of your day that could feel a little better without the phone?
Not perfect.
Just better.
That's enough to start. So, as we close this out, I want to bring this conversation back to something really simple.
Yeah.
This episode was never meant to tell anyone what to do
Or to scare people.
or to make anyone feel bad for living in the world we live in.
Because phones, they aren't going anywhere.
And most of us don't actually want them to.
We just want them to stop running the show.
Exactly. And if you take nothing
That's
else from
kinda
this
ironic.
conversation,
What is it? When you think about it, we want phones to stop running the show.
right?
Well, our phones do a lot of running the show.
Yeah.
With computer, of course, but I'm sorry, phones, don't take it personal. Because, I believe phones will act up on you if you don't treat it right. And you're not failing because you're on your phone a lot either.
Yeah, you're just responding to a
Mhm.
world that is designed to keep your attention.
And that matters.
And it changes how you talk to yourself about it.
Instead of saying, what's wrong with me?
You can ask, what's pulling at me?
What's draining me?
What moments feel worse after I scroll?
And which moments feel better when I don't?
Because that's where the real transformation is.
Not in some perfect rule set,
Not in extreme detoxes,
but in noticing patterns.
noticing how your body feels,
Notice your mood
noticing your patience.
and noticing your presence with other people.
A lot of people say they miss feeling present.
But presence doesn't usually disappear all at once.
It fades in small moments.
Moments when your attention goes elsewhere.
So it makes sense that it comes back in the same way.
Yeah, in small moments though.
Yeah, one meal,
One conversation
one morning.
and one night.
You don't need to change everything.
And you don't need to be perfect.
You just need one place where your attention feels protected.
And that's enough.
And if you're listening to this and thinking, yeah, this is me,
That doesn't mean you're behind.
it means you're aware.
And awareness is the starting point.
Most people never even stop long enough to even ask this question.
But you did.
And that counts.
So we'll bring it back to where we started.
Are we on our phones too much?
Sometimes, yes.
But the more important question is this.
Where do you want your attention to live?
Because whatever you give your attention to shapes your days.
And your days, they shape your life.
That's not pressure.
That's possibility.
Thank you for sitting with us through the conversation.
And whether you watch live
or caught the replay,
or listen quietly without saying a word,
we appreciate you.
And this have been Voices and Views with Zan and Chaz.
Yep, we'll see you next time.
Any comments?
Anyone want to comment before we
that was
close
good.
out?
Now, anybody check their screen time?
Mm-hmm.
Did anybody check? If you did check your screen time, are you brave enough to share to see how many hours you spend on your phone?
Jayla dropped some star emojis.
Okay.
Thank you.
Anybody want to check their phone and see how many hours? Tell us how many hours to say you be on your phone a day. We won't tell. We won't tell anybody. We'll keep it between us.
And then Vince Brooks says, the book Atomic Habits is a great read that will help with the phone usage. The book teaches you that you don't necessarily want to do things. You want to take care of what triggers your cue that creates your habits.
Okay. How much screen time do you have, Vince?
Yeah, drop your screen time. Are we going to do the giveaway?
Oh, yeah, here. Vince, don't go anywhere. I'm going to let you do it. You're good at the perfume one. We're going to do a giveaway. You guys, we try to remember, and the word is remember, to do our giveaways. And the way you can be a part of giveaway, you can send an item in that somebody might enjoy, and we will promote it. We'll give it away. If you're a business owner, have a business or whatever, you can submit an item, and we will promote during that episode. But our giveaway, here you go. This is what we have. And we have. Can you see it?
I showed it as best as I could. It is the Chanel Coco Mademoiselle for her travel size. It is $12 value.
And it smells
from
great.
GIA Products.
Yes, thanks, Vince. We have a travel size we're giving away. So someone can smell. Vince, if you want to tell us anything else about it, please go ahead.
Yep, and
Chanel
Janet says
Coco.
Congratulations.
And what are we going to do to give it away? We have
drop your screen time. Whoever drops their
screen time, that's good, because everybody's been afraid.
Mm-hmm.
If you drop your screen time first from your phone and share it, we have this free cologne for you. And Mr. Vince Brooks is in here.
Yep. Vince says, yo no hablo o entiendo inglés. I don't speak or understand English.
I don't. That's what they say?
Yeah.
I don't speak. We don't understand that either.
He said, thanks for the plug.
We doing the giveaway with one of our samples.
Mm-hmm.
And Vince is the guy that has all the smell good. That's what we used to call it, the smell good.
Yeah, we still call it that.
So,
but we called it that too.
Yeah, this is just the travel size, and there are other sizes. So, I do have his card in here. So, if anybody do win this and decide to be brave and drop their screen time, so Vince, of course, not you, and drop their screen time, we're going to award them with this. Okay, you don't need it. You got somebody that might need it. You got a girl, you got a sister, you got a daughter, somebody. Drop your screen time. Stop being scared. We're not gonna tell your boss you be on the phone all the time. That's why you're sleepy. We won't do it, will we? Nicole and your job. No, none of that. So
Drop your screen time to win
drop
the
your
giveaway.
screen time to win
Vince
the
said,
giveaway.
I'm not dropping my screen time.
No, we can imagine probably blow the place up. You'd be like, what? Yep, drop your screen time and this is yours. But you will have to pick it up.
Yep.
Just the first person who dropped his screen time. That's it. No trick question. None. We're not tricking anybody. Oh, you know what? I got to do homework tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Did you guys finish your homework?
No.
Vince, did you do your homework? I didn't do mine.
I did not.
I did not either. So at least I don't feel alone.
I
I did not. And because I was thinking, I said, I can do it tonight. I'll be up tonight. I'll go down there and check on my brother. Then I can do it tonight.
My mom says, I don't know how.
Tell them how to check their screen time.
Let me see if I know how to do it on a Android.
Okay. Chels is going to let you know how to do it on an Android. You guys, anybody, you know how to check your screen time.
Go to your settings, scroll down, tap digital well-being and parental controls. And the circle chart at the top shows your total screen time for the day. That's all you got to do. Open your settings app, scroll down, and tap digital well-being and parental controls. The circle chart at the top. I can't send it, but 5 hours plus GRS.
Yeah.
Okay, Tanya says she can't send it, but 5 hours plus.
5 hours plus. Okay, Tanya. Well, looks like you the first one to respond.
Mm-hmm.
And you're the winner. Yay! You're the winner. And like I said, I'm putting
Tanya's the winner.
Okay. And he said Sephora sells the same as Coco Mademoiselle for what?
1.7 ounce for $154. I sell the same size for $60. The only difference is the packaging. When you shop with big box stores, you're paying for the name.
All right. So we got a sample here for you, and you're going to love it. It smells so good.
Oh, she said she sent it on Messenger.
So far, all the scents that I've smell great. So go ahead and get with Vince.
Okay, she really sent it, you guys.
You guys see, she sent it.
5 hours.
So she is a legit winner. So you guys do that. But remember, we have a store also. We have items in that store, and we're talking about adding some Vince perfume colognes to the store, since we are ladies and he have a lot of scents and stuff, and we can promote this stuff. We wearing some of that stuff, so
yeah,
we will be adding. And you guys, you're welcome. Thank you, Tanya, for tuning in. Thank you. We appreciate you as well. We try to remember to give something away if we have something to give away. And you guys check out our store and support.
Yep. Should we roll the commercial one more time?
Yeah, let's roll the commercial. You guys check out the commercial one more time. We're going to be adding other items. We're waiting on t-shirts and all that stuff. But check out the commercial.
Yep.
We're going to talk about some things tonight. Got a tea in a glass with ice. We got voices, we got views tonight. We got voices, we got views tonight. We gon' talk about some things tonight. Got a tea in a glass with ice. We got voices, we got views tonight. We got voices, we got views tonight. Come to the light, come to the light.
All right. This has been Voices and Views. Over and out.
Over and out, you guys. Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
See you on Wednesday for episode 43.
Yep.
All right. Good night. Thank you, guys.
We gon' talk about some things tonight. Got a tea in a glass with ice. We got voices, we got views tonight. We got voices, we got views tonight. We gon' talk about some things tonight. Got the tea in a glass with ice. We got voices, we got views tonight. We got voices, we got views tonight. Come to the light.